The Tower of Babel, humanity's first attempt at a new world order. Picture this. Thousands of years ago, humanity united under one language, one vision, one impossible dream. They built upward, brick by brick, reaching toward the heavens themselves. But what if I told you this wasn't just ancient mythology? What if the Tower of Babel was actually humanity's first documented attempt at creating a unified global society, and its spectacular failure holds warnings that echo through every empire, every utopian dream, every new world order that's followed? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of history's most misunderstood stories, the Tower of Babel. But forget everything you think you know about this biblical tale. We're going to explore how this ancient narrative reveals the eternal human tension between unity and diversity, between ambition and humility, and why this story might be more relevant today than ever before. So here's the setup. According to Genesis, after the Great Flood, humanity had been given a fresh start. They all spoke the same language, shared the same culture, and had the same dream. But instead of spreading out across the earth as they'd been instructed, they decided to do something unprecedented. They said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth." Notice what's happening here. This wasn't just about architecture, it was about control. They wanted to create a centralized civilization that would prevent their dispersion. They wanted to make a name for themselves, to achieve immortality through human achievement. Sound familiar? Think about it. They had uniform language, which meant uniform thought and communication. They had centralized authority, concentrating power in one location. They had technological innovation, using bricks and mortar instead of traditional stone. And most importantly, they had a shared ideology, the belief that human effort alone could reach divine heights. This was humanity's first attempt at what we might recognize today as globalization, centralized government, and technological utopianism all rolled into one massive project. Now let's dig into the historical context. Archaeological evidence suggests that ancient Mesopotamia, where this story is set, was indeed home to massive ziggurat structures. These weren't just buildings, they were political and religious statements. The ziggurats represented the merger of earthly and divine power, with the ruler serving as the connection between heaven and earth. But here's what makes the Babel story unique. It's not celebrating human achievement, it's questioning it. While other ancient cultures praised their tower builders as heroes, the biblical narrative presents this as a cautionary tale about human pride and the dangers of unchecked ambition. The story reveals something profound about human nature. When people unite under a single vision, they become incredibly powerful, but that same unity can become dangerous when it's built on pride rather than purpose, when it seeks to replace divine order with human control. Consider the parallels throughout history. The Roman Empire's attempt to unite the world under Roman law and culture, the medieval dream of a unified Christendom, the modern projects of communism and fascism, all promising unity, all ultimately fragmenting. Each claimed to offer a new world order that would end division and conflict. Then comes the pivotal moment. God looks down at this unprecedented human achievement and says something remarkable. Indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language, and this is what they begin to do. Now, nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. This isn't divine jealousy, it's divine concern. When humans unite around the wrong vision, their power becomes unlimited in the wrong direction. So God intervenes, not by destroying the tower, but by introducing something revolutionary: linguistic and cultural diversity. Suddenly, the builders can't understand each other. Communication breaks down. The project collapses not from external force, but from internal confusion. They scatter across the earth, developing different languages, different cultures, different ways of understanding the world. But here's the twist. This scattering isn't presented as entirely negative. Yes, it ends their unified project, but it also fulfills the original command to fill the earth. Diversity becomes humanity's strength, not its weakness. Different peoples develop different gifts, different perspectives, different solutions to human problems. The Tower of Babel doesn't just explain why we have different languages, it explains why diversity might be built into the very fabric of human existence. So, what does this ancient story teach us about our modern world? First, that human unity is powerful but potentially dangerous when it's built on pride rather than purpose. Second, that diversity isn't humanity's problem to solve, it's humanity's design to embrace. And third, that every attempt to create a new world order through human effort alone carries the seeds of its own confusion and collapse. The Tower of Babel reminds us that true unity doesn't come from forcing everyone to think alike, but from learning to work together despite our differences. What do you think? Does the Tower of Babel story speak to our current global challenges? Are we building our own towers today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this perspective on ancient wisdom refreshing, check out my video on why ancient civilizations keep repeating the same mistakes, linked in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern questions. Until next time, keep questioning everything.
There's an artist in my family with a heart so deep. My little brother with a soul that makes me weep. The way he sees the world through his creative eyes. My thoughtful brother, you're my beautiful surprise. My creative